But there isn't one artist that I haven't met that hasn't got like such an interesting story to me. Every single artist has gone through some sort of turmoil or like a real journey to get where they are, and I feel like that's where you can feel like you've met someone that is quite similar to you, or you feel like you're in the same, you've kind of been through something similar. I really do feel that between artists when you meet other artists. And there's also this level of gratitude where a lot of us had normal jobs, and then all of a sudden we have the job that we always wanted, right? So yeah, I want to tell you a little bit about my journey. I started raving when I was like 19, 20, or clubbing when I was 19, then raves when I was 20. At the time I worked in retail, and retail is savage. You would go out and then come back, and then go to work at 8 in the morning, or sometimes if I was on an early, 6 in the morning. But I was working in retail, and it was fun. I felt like at the time, like in your 20s, it's kind of easier to make friends. So I felt like that was my community, and I feel like that's my community at the time. Whereas now my community is much, much different. Like I'd say, like my family is more my community and like friends group. But at the time, like in my early 20s, it was definitely like whoever I worked with. So if you're working 40 hours a week, that's your community, right? So, but as time has gone on, my community's sort of changed. And I don't think it's a good or a bad thing. I think it's just one of those things that you kind of got to accept, that like some friends are gonna come and go. Sometimes you're gonna have a longer sense of community, and other times it's gonna be less, I think. But anyway, early 20s, I was raving and working in retail. And the first time I'm gonna do a video on my the rave and the video that got me gassed to be a DJ. But one rave in particular was Brixton Electric. I think it was a Circus Records night, or like Flux Pavilion was playing. And no, not Brixton Electric, Brixton Academy. And I went there, and when I heard like tunes like Bass Cannon like just being played at the most obnoxious level, I was like, yeah, I really want to, how the hell did they make this sound? I really want to do it. So that's when I started the journey. Then in the town I was in, we were putting on nights on a Thursday, and I wasn't even thinking of DJing at the time. I think this was before I'd even started DJing or bought a set of decks, or used even virtual DJ on the computer. I remember the first tune I dropped was it Innocence by Nero or something? It was a Nero tune. We just put on these parties, and they were good fun. And I remember using the decks and just having no idea how to use them, but they were just really fun. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start learning this. I don't know how. There wasn't much info on YouTube at that time, like 2011, do you know what I mean? So I just kind of downloaded Virtual DJ, and then obviously went onto my Citronic thing, which is, it's a standalone unit. So I don't know why I said Citronic thing, as if you guys know what I'm talking about. I went onto a Citronic thing, which is like a standalone unit. You plug a USB in and you just play. But yeah, and then as time went on, and then I started making tunes. In about 2012, I started making tunes. And yeah, it's just kind of been like every day or every other day in the studio making music and trying to get gigs, really. And then fast forward sort of 12, 13 years, and I'm in the middle of Heidelberg in Germany. Big up the Germany gang. Played here last night. It was absolutely sick. I can't wait to come back. And then the night before I was in Kettering. That was good. And in the UK. But yeah, really, really grateful for this job, because I just feel like this is exactly what I want to be doing. I can feel my phone vibrating because that's the transport coming to pick me up now. So I'm going to stop this video early, but big up, and I'll see you on the next one.